Are you good? Are you well? I'm commenting on what? uh, on waiting for me. Who are you only watching? Like Ludwig. Right, right. But I can like it's really hard to like watch a stream. I'm a VOD watcher mostly. Right. Oh, okay. Whoa. That's not enough though, right? Why not? What do you mean you get bored? You're supposed to. It's supposed to be like you close your eyes and then open your eyes again. Okay, but I mean, it should not be like any sort of sensation, right? Like when you sleep, it should just be like eyes closed and then. I I mean, I think you should probably like sleep around 8 hours, right? I think less than 8 hours is sleep deprived. Well, uh, it'll probably hit you like eventually, right? Yeah, man. Well, I hope you don't continue. I hope that you can do that so long as you can like fit in 8 hours of sleep somewhere, you know? Is the audio gone? You can do so long as you can like fit in. Is that what I sound like to you? Uh-huh. Uh, yeah, I also can't hear you. But I'm just like I'm like, is that my voice? Yeah, I also can't just like is that No, that was me. Yeah, you're still quiet. Like when you said hello, 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 nothing. Go for it, lad. That was me. Why am I like uh chat? You should like say something. I think you're just looking down. Yeah, you're still inaudible. Hello, chatter. It's just you and me and Sodes visual. Seeing you crash out in silence is kind of funny. If needed, we should probably. Okay, for this stream, so it's gonna be muted. I wish I could help you, but I don't even know what you're like looking at. You know. Um. Uh, I. Do you not have like? Do you not have an audio source? Oh my gosh, I'm hearing myself like 3 times. Uh,
Device.
is it
Okay.
is there like is one of your sources making noise when you speak?
Do you not have like? I think I got that.
Do you not have an audio source?
Huh?
Maybe.
Okay,
Maybe.
let's see.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I'm hearing myself like 3 times.
Device.
Is there like is one of your sources making noise when you speak?
Oh wait, it's double.
Do you not have like?
I think I got that.
Do you not have an audio source?
Maybe.
Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Oh my
Why
gosh,
am I double?
I'm hearing myself like 3 times.
I can hear you better.
Device.
Is one of your sources making noise when you speak?
Oh wait, it's double.
Do you not have like?
I think I got that.
Do you not have an audio source? Okay, let's see.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, I'm hearing myself like 3 times.
I can hear you better.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh wait, it's double.
Are you maybe just like take stream away from your mic?
My mic is up here. Wait, let me just
Oh.
move here.
You what? Yodeling. Are you maybe just like take stream away from your mic?
My mic is up here. Wait, let me just move here.
You what? Hi. Hello. How is it going?
Okay. We're getting stuck in a bit of an infinite loop there. I think the stream is fine.
I think so.
Because we
Cool.
keep just hearing the stream back to back to back to back to back. And it's going in a vicious cycle.
There's like this weird clanky noise.
I feel like that's coming from your side.
I'm inclined to not disagree.
Yeah, I'm hearing like a buzzing sound from your mic.
Oh, but now it sounds like fine.
Yeah, it's fine now. It's fine now. All right. What's first on the docket, Mr. Tobbs? Shoot me
The
already.
World Cup.
Shoot me!
Let me just say we're live, okay?
We're live. So I'm sure the people watching know, if there are people.
We lost, like, there was someone, I think. We lost them.
I can assume why.
Yeah.
It's because we're bad at our job.
We're live, okay?
We are bad at our job. Me and you. We are chopped.
I'll
We
give
are the
it to you.
chuz.
The chuz.
Hey, you know what? I was doing 10,000 steps today because I was motivated by you.
You are welcome. I couldn't do. I try not to do 10K steps because I'm still like struggling to eat.
Oh, okay.
Where's the Oh, okay. So World Cup. What do you think about the final?
We all know who we want to have lose. Man, I'm supporting Mikel Marino,
Yeah.
and that's it. The other two
I
have been
yeah,
great. The other two have are going to win the World Cup as well, hopefully. But I really hope that Mikel Marino is the winner.
I think can we just like talk about England, right?
Oof. Got the
What
ick from
is like
them.
what is Thomas Tuchel doing? It was like self-sabotage, right? Because like
Yeah,
everyone was saying like you do not go to back five. That's
in
the
a
last
World
thing you
Cup
should do.
like semi-final, it's not something you do, especially against like a team as physically lazy as the Argentinian team is. Like they're not really runners. They're not like they're not like explosive runners. They're not 11 Declan Rices. They're
Yeah,
they're
it was interesting that he would like take off Gordon and not bring on either Saka or Rashford, right?
or even Nani.
Like
Nani coming on would have like made an actual difference.
like any sort of outlet. What
Yeah,
was he thinking?
I was actually so upset because I remember I was like live tweeting in the WhatsApp group and on Twitter,
Right, right.
and I was just like very visibly upset about every like decision that went onwards from the like 50th minute onwards. It was
Yeah,
just like it was a little pathetic from England to not just allow two goals in, but also to like let them attack for like 88% of the time and then just kind of take it.
it's genuinely like crazy from like a manager of like such a high pedigree, right? To like
Yeah, everybody was
you
like
just
he was being hyped up as the guy that would like keep attacking football going. He wouldn't be as like defensively minded as the previous World Cup managers like
yeah,
Southgate
yeah.
and all these people. He was going to be a bit more forward thinking. He was going to be more of the guy that won Chelsea their Champions League.
And then he pulled a Southgate. He was more
He really
Southgate
did.
than
No,
Southgate ever
that
was.
was worse than Southgate because Southgate got to a
Yeah,
final.
yeah.
That was worse than Southgate.
I just think it's like because this is a good manager, right? Like let's get
Mm,
it right. He did win the UCL. It's just it's odd, just how big of an self implosion it was.
yeah.
I,
It.
I
Okay, so there were a few performances that really upset me, but I want to first talk about the performances that made me really happy that game. I'm going to talk about specifically England because I wasn't really focusing on any of the Argentinian players that much.
right,
The
right.
performances that made me happy, as always, Declan Rice, but he wasn't like number one that day. Anderson was really good, but I thought Declan Rice was slightly better. And my favorite performance of that evening was Jet Spence.
Yeah,
Wonderful
yeah.
footballer. kept Messi on lock, kept Julian Alvarez on lock, kept what's his name, Simeone on lock. I thought he was fantastic. He truly locked down that zone, and I think future going into the future, I think he should only be seen as England's left back for the time being, just based off that performance.
He is for this whole World Cup. He is, in my opinion, a stock rising. Yes, I do
Yes.
think it is. It's interesting though. Performances I liked. Yeah, I'll go with Spence. I liked Spence's.
Mm.
Um,
Also, really love Saka on the bench there. That was just like a brilliant performance. Well
yeah,
rested, kept the
it's.
legs warm.
I might be complaining, but it's the one thing Tuchel
I
actually
was
got
actually
right.
so
You know.
happy. I was on the other one side. I was actually really happy.
Uh, by the way,
uh,
what is the timestamp now?
uh, shit. 1 hour.
One.
um, on the live stream, it's 16:14
Okay,
roundabout. So I'm
16.
saying it's more like 16.
Okay. Um, France. What do you think about France? I think they got Killian. Right. I think
They,
France struggled a bit out of possession, and that's what led
yeah.
to their downfall.
Can I say I was more happier with Mbappe's performance than I was with Kane's?
Yes, yes, you can say that.
Because
Kane was.
Mbappe stick to his job.
Mm,
He did above and beyond. He took them to a semi-final that I think Mbappe carried them to already. Nobody, like, I don't know what they were doing without Mbappe. Um, but yeah, I thought it was still disappointing nonetheless. But
yeah.
yeah, I thought Kylian did a great job. But France exiting, it was a little deserved. I think Spain did very well to win that. And I think the only person that really called it, besides like biased fans, was actually
Yamal.
Arsene Wenger. Wenger
Oh,
called it out.
oh
Wenger
yeah,
called it on the dot.
yeah.
So yeah, I think I was so upset to see Saliba's injury. It actually got me so tilted. Uh,
Well, they were. It was an even game until he had to go off, right?
yeah, it was just the one penalty that what's his name, Luca Dean gave up. Luca Dean.
Okay, but oh, did they?
That penalty
Did
happened before Saliba went off.
okay, but they didn't score, right? Did they
No,
score?
not an open goal. Not an open goal. It was only the penalty that they scored.
Okay, so okay. Are you sure? I remember
Yeah.
like saying okay, but
I can
neither here
promise you
nor
it's
there.
true.
I believe you. My memory is like
Nah, it's
it's
all
a
good.
problem.
Yeah, no. But I genuinely thought that Saliba would have had a great game. I think Teo Hernandez should have started. I don't know why Luca Dean started. Um,
Well, yeah, it is interesting. Dean has been starting like most of or all of the games, right?
okay, to be fair, I also don't know why so many of certain players have been starting. I don't know why Rabiot is still making the team in 2026. Let alone starting. I don't know why he's starting. I think France has so many better midfielders available that they could have and should have gone for. And starting somebody like Rabiot, just like I think it kind of threw somebody like Chouameni under the bus.
Who do you think is like a midfielder that should have been there then?
Kante was there, and I think he should have started. He has a lot more. He has a lot more experience, and he is a lot more used to these bigger games. And I think he'd give you at least a good 60 minutes.
Oh, Kante.
Yeah, N'Golo Kante.
I think he's too old now.
He is too old, but like I think he's like still better than whatever Rabiot is.
Well, I don't know.
Like
It's
I know
interesting.
I
I
was like
think
one of the people that wanted Rabiot like a few years ago as a free transfer because we were like running low on midfield depth. Like we were very
Right,
extremely low on midfield depth, 24,
right,
25.
right.
But I don't like him. He's not good.
I'm also not like a. I wouldn't call myself like a Rabio fan, right? But I do think like some of the intangibles, the big games experience stuff. He's been around, you know. Like, so I think in
Mm,
terms of like compared to Kante, who's older, right? He must be older. I
yeah,
feel like
a
he's
lot older.
much
Kante is like 34, 35 now.
and Rabio. Well, I think like Rabio has more in his legs right now, right? But
I mean, certainly, but like what they needed was not legs because it's not like anybody was running anyways. Like we saw that Dowie and Lacroix kind of just like let the goal go for the second one. Like they didn't do anything. They didn't run for the player. They just kind of let the guy cut through them and just go.
okay, but I don't mean he's like all legs, right? Like his physicality. I just meant like he could hang at the level physically.
I think he'd still be fine. He still plays football professionally. I don't think he ever loses that, especially somebody like Kante who's always been like a top class in regards to physicality.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
when you
so okay, so
say
Rabiot
that,
is
right?
31 and Kante is 35, which I know after
w-
30s the age difference like matters a lot more. But
Yeah,
still, I think I would have gone for Kante in this regard.
I don't know, man. Like I watched Brazil and Casemiro, right? When your legs are gone, it's sad. When
It's
you can't hang
different though
physically.
because Casemiro doesn't physically take care of himself at the level that Kante does. You know, Ka-
Wow.
I don't think. No, I'm gonna be dead honest about that. I don't think like Brazilians will genuinely make jokes about Kante being fat. Sorry, Casemiro
Really?
being fat.
Oh, okay. But I
That
thought that was just like
No,
normal
no, no,
people.
no, 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 they're not that mean. They're not that mean. They don't just make fun of a random dude from another country. No, no, no. That was just a misspeak. But look, nobody ever misplaces the fact that,
I'm
yeah, sorry,
sorry.
nobody ever misplaces the fact that N'Golo Kante is not fit. I think he is
Right.
perfectly fit.
I don't think like
Also, he didn't have
Casemiro's
enough
whole
minutes under
game.
his legs to like get tired, or like. So I think 60 minutes would have done France some good.
Okay,
Would have
but
given them
maybe
some
not like
stability.
not tired. Like he just can't keep up. You know, I don't think he can keep up. Like, man, seeing how they ran past Casemiro was so sad, bro. They like,
It was
it was like,
Fuck being sad. I was disappointed because he gave me hope with that goal, but then the way that he like completely collapsed on himself, it actually disappointed me so much.
like every time
Uh,
he would like come like out of his position, right? It would be like NPCs just marching, walking around him. It was depressing.
yeah, they didn't need a lot of pace to beat him. Martin Odegaard, I think, has gained confidence for the rest of the season just based off that game alone, and I'm kind of fine with it. Good
All
sacrifice.
right. I did a I did a poll yesterday. This just reminds me, right?
Tell me about it.
I was I was who would you sell between
That's so
Odegaard
small.
and Martinelli if you had to same offer for each both of them?
I voted.
Who did you vote for?
I'm not saying.
Come on, you
I'm
have to say.
scared. I'm scaredy cat.
Say it.
I voted for Martin Odegaard. I don't think Martin Odegaard would stay.
It's interesting, right? Because when I started the poll, Martin Odegaard was like the clear loser, and then like now I think Nelly's the one who's getting
I think
the
it's it's a question of who do you want and who is. So like if it depends on like who you're asking, right? Like that specific question.
right. Yeah,
So people would think like, okay, so Martinelli would obviously be the one to go if it was ever between the two of them, because Martinelli is like not the captain. The captain is Martin Odegaard,
right. He's on
and
less
Arteta would
wages.
never sell the captain.
I do think it's interesting. The result right is 52-48. So
Oh,
I
neck
think
and
it's
neck.
interesting that it's like yeah, that is
How many
neck and
votes
neck.
is that?
136.
100,000, 136,000. We are a big podcast, so we only get like 100,000 minimums.
um. Okay, so Spain deserved finalists. You reckon?
Absolutely, 100%. People are
Didn't they
saying that
like?
they're playing boring, that there's like, oh, Yamal isn't doing enough, Nico Williams isn't doing enough, or this person isn't doing enough, that person isn't doing enough. People will make fun of like Fermin Lopez, or they'll make fun of all these players, right? I think they're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, it's interesting that they. It almost feels like they somehow like sleepwalk to the final, right?
Yeah,
In some sense.
but they do wake up when they get to a final.
All right. I think like the France game was like the first time I was like, whoa, okay, wait, here's genuine quality here. You know?
From the France players or the Spain players?
No, no, from the Spain players.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
kind of surprised how toothless they made France look.
Mm,
Yeah, even though like France probably played a
yeah.
part in that themselves, right?
I I will say personally, I don't see the hype in players like Kubarsi. I know people are saying like young player of the tournament, all that sort of stuff for him. I personally don't see it. I think he's just like a
I don't know.
defender in a good system.
I don't know. I like it's not someone on my radar really, right? I haven't been looking at him, so no judgment.
Mm, yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, I really like the way that they're utilizing certain players, right? Like, I wish Arteta would have it in him to do this, where he's like only bringing somebody like Mikel Merino on after the 70th minute, after the 75th minute, to be a decider. Like we need that sort of thing, right? We don't need just because Mikel Merino scored today doesn't mean he should start the next game. Some
Right.
players are better off the bench. Some players are better against tired legs. Some players are better when they get to start. I think it's a difference of mentality. Some players just want to be heroes, and I think being a hero is like a damn fine role in a squad.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't like say Arteta is bad at that or he always does that, but I will say like De La Fuente is moving me, right? With like the comments before and after the game.
Yeah,
Something
he's
about
talking
like
like a proper giant, and I really respect it.
yeah, and I
Also,
love that.
I love Yamal, man. I love that dude so much. The way he talks about the game, the way he talks about like I know he hasn't like scored or anything. I don't think he's scored in the knockouts yet. But like the
Ye-
way he talks, right? Just like uh, I think he motivates the squad to want to do good for him. Like they actually,
Uh,
I think there's a lot of like brotherly love going up in that squad.
I think his energy is infectious, but more so like more praise on De La Fuente. I like when he said you're they were a good team. They just came up to the best team. That was so cold. I hope that's a real quote, by the
It is, it is, it is.
way.
I think it is in one of his streams, but I can't remember which one.
um. So yeah, De La Fuente. I
Proper
I've
manager.
I've always really liked him since the Euros.
Mm.
Oh no no no! It was friendlies this season where I was like I would take him in a heartbeat at Arsenal. But
Anyway, that's
different
interesting.
different
Different manager
conversation, right?
altogether, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
I also said I'd take Didier Deschamps
I would
when
not.
he was when he played Cherki Akliush and tall guy Mateta. No, it wasn't Mateta. It was Turam. And who was the left wing? I think it was either Barcola or Douay, right? But I really liked that lineup against I can't remember who it was, but they just played really good football.
I don't know if
The
Marcus
way
Thuram was called up, but I really think he would have done a fine job at this World Cup as well.
no, I'm talking about friendlies before the World Cup.
No, no, I mean for this World Cup. I don't know if he was called up, but I think he would have done an actually really good job if he got to play in this World Cup.
Yeah, maybe. I
Uh,
mean, like he could have. I think Mateta was also like underutilized by Didi, right? Especially against Spain. I think he would have been like it would have
uh,
served him better to have like a Mateta there instead of Barcola, Olise, Dembele, and Mbappe, right? Like he could have taken one of Dembouz and Mbappe
yeah,
off to facilitate like a bit of a grifter, right? Like someone who would actually run and it'll be and like he'll just do it.
Yeah.
A worker,
Uh,
yeah.
I didn't want to. I don't like hate towards certain clubs in the Premier League, right? Because I actually really like them, like Crystal Palace, Mateta.
All
I
right.
actually really like that, right? But I really thought that it was a funny quote from Zlatan, where
What did he say?
he spoke about Lacroix and Mateta, and he said, "Legends for Crystal Palace, not that hard." And I thought that was such a
Wow.
funny quote.
Zlatan is so cruel sometimes,
It's
you know?
cruel, but it's actually kind of funny, a bit true.
Yeah, but he's so yeah, he can be like so infuriating, but like okay, like I get where it's coming from, you know? Um I am thinking what do you think about Argentina? I think it's pretty mad how like every goal is like last minute goal, you know, and they've been going through on like it's almost like they've been running on belief alone, you know? Yeah, I agree, Tubbs. I
Sorry,
think
sorry,
they
sorry, 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 sorry. Something just messaging me.
uh,
Um, Argentina. It is a lot of like, whenever you watch the interviews, it's like, man, glory to
like
God, glory to this. It's like
put
glory to
aside
Messi,
like
glory to Messi, raise Messi higher and higher. And they're actually kind of dying for him on the pitch there. And I kind of respect it. But it's really the only thing I respect about them. Um, that they're like willing to live and breathe and die for Messi. Like
it,
like Messi can pass away one day, and these guys will like genuinely like create statues of the guy. They'll like cement him for future. Like it's actually a little bit respectable, and yeah, I think it's good. I think they're good. I think they're fantastic. I just don't think they're better than Spain.
what do you think? Deserved World Cup finalists?
No.
Who who should have been here?
Well, okay, so my something that really upset me, right? Like the Egypt versus uh Argentina game. I don't
Yeah,
think Argentina should have made it through there, especially with like
mm,
all the farcity that was going on, the fastness.
yeah.
I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe in that result. I don't think it's a legitimate result. And I'm truly a fan of Messi. It's just that I don't like that type of football.
Yeah, like the foul, right?
And yeah, and I thought it was specifically unfair to the Egyptian national team. I think
But
Egypt should have
also
gone
like
through, and it should have been
it,
Egypt versus Switzerland in the quarterfinals.
but also like if you do concede like 3 goals, right? There has to be like some sort of accountability, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think the Egyptian players never took accountability. A lot of them were like, yeah, this makes sense that this happened. We kind of deserve this. We kind of lost control of it. We didn't like what the Argentinian teams was doing and how the referee was supporting them. Hello, Space Time. Welcome to the stream. Uh,
Yo yo
but
yo
yeah,
space.
uh, but yeah, I didn't like the way that it was being handled by the referee, and I don't think the Argentinian players liked how it was being handled either. But they were also pretty accepting of the result, and I did respect them for it. But
Yeah.
I wish there was a bigger stink made about it. But
Let me say
quarterfinals should
that,
have been
right?
Switzerland versus Egypt.
Mid game, I was like, ah, nah, this is rigged. Like this has to be rigged, right? But I think like giving it a day and like I think probably not rigged. You know, maybe very inconsistent refereeing or bad refereeing. We could call it bad refereeing, right? But maybe not rigged, right? I
Mm.
think like I think even with I think Argentina had to do a lot to go through, even with
No, of
the
course, because
disallowed goal.
that's fair. They had to like come up from a downwards momentum, so
Mm,
they obviously had to fight for it. But I still don't think it was fair to the Argentinian team. Sorry, to the Egyptian team.
agreed.
But that was the result, and there's not really much that we can change about it. Um, but yeah, I thought that should have been Egypt versus Switzerland in the quarterfinals, and then the winner from that should have been facing England.
Yeah.
Other than that, I actually don't have like. I'm not upset about like much of the refereeing this World Cup.
I
Maybe
I
some
think like
offsides, maybe some like fouls, foul baiting, all that sort of stuff, maybe. But like it's general stuff. It happens all the time. It's football.
I think the man, I don't know. I think like the contact threshold is like a little bit too high, you know. As someone who does enjoy contact in
Yeah,
sport, right?
yeah. That
I
England
do
game went
think
a bit too far.
I think a lot of games they like go too far and then they VAR isolated situations where it's like where they
Slowed
bring it
down,
back to the
reversed, reverbed. Everything
y-
is done. Like they'll dubstep it. They'll just like they'll go very in depth into this VAR reviews.
yeah, exactly. Um yeah, so okay, who do you think's going to win? Spain.
Spain. What do you think the score prediction is gonna be?
Uh 2-0 Spain. No, no, no.
Ooh, nah.
3-1 Spain.
2-2 in normal time. 3-2 full time. So that's with
Oh,
extra
okay.
time. So I think they're
Okay,
gonna win
okay.
it in 120 minutes.
I just think like Spain have a bit too much for Argentina. I think uh like the legs, you know, like
Argentina are just a bunch of racist dickheads. I need that Marino dagger and Fernandez tears. Yeah, that's why I'm saying 120 minutes. Marino on header, win it. You know what I'm talking about. I
a
think I made a perfect
Marino
prediction.
a Marino header would feed families
Mm.
like a dagger.
And it has to be a header. Like if he scores like a shot or whatever, amazing, fantastic. I'll celebrate like with my life on the line. I'll wear his shirt to my sister's house where we're watching the match. But a header would
Yeah.
feed me. I would be fed. I would be. I'm done with next season. I don't care about next season of football.
Right.
This podcast is going down with me. I don't care.
I think that is the World Cup done.
That is the World Cup segment done.
Let's talk about Leandro Trossard.
I'm so
And
glad you brought this up because I'm so sad. I'm so sad
uh,
he's leaving, but I'm actually like learning something new, and it's something where me and my father will be coming together to do this.
what is that?
Mohamed Salah is also going to Besiktas.
Mm, I saw. That is crazy, by the way.
That is
Somehow they.
crazy. And my dad is a mega fan of Mohamed Salah, not Besiktas. He's a fan of Mohamed Salah, and I'm a fan of Mohamed Salah, but I'm also a fan of Leandro Trossard, Mr. Clutch. So
I'm kind
I
of
am going to be tuning in for that dude.
I'm kind of glad that Salah has decided he's not ready to leave Europe yet, right?
Yeah, they're
I
still
think
going to be
that's
in
great.
Europa League, which is amazing.
And I think it's crazy that Besiktas got like Premier League 25, 24, 25's best left and right winger, right?
Do they?
Well, Salah definitely. Trossard top three, okay? But when I saw the videos and like the pictures, that's when it really hit me that
Yeah, it
damn,
hurt me. But that,
it's
look, I know
over,
the presentation for Trossard was insane. I watched the thing. I watched it as much as I could. It was
right?
fantastic. It was insane. I love the flares. I love the excitement for him. The one for Salah might turn turkey into like an actual like baked turkey. Like it's gonna be actually mad. They're going to burn the country for him.
Yeah, I think Besiktas well played. Their fans must be like so happy with.
Trossard deserves that.
I feel like Italian teams would have loved both Trossard and
Yeah, they would have
Salah,
touched.
right?
but I don't think they would have been able to pay the two as much as Turkish teams are doing.
Yeah. Um,
Bro, I don't know where they're getting the money from. Trossard is going to get paid like 10 million a year, and Salah's going to get paid like round about the same. I don't know where they're getting this money from.
Good on them. I'm happy for the Younks, the Junction.
Yeah. Uh, Look, I think it's going to be fantastic. I can see myself being a Besiktas fan. It's not like I have any like ties to Galatasaray or Fenerbahce.
I'm really hoping because I'm not going to watch Turkish football on my own, right? But I'm just hoping to see
No,
them
no,
in
no. You
the
only watch the
Champions
Scottish
League.
League.
Well, I had
No, no, you only watch the Champions League and League One. You
I
have
had
standards.
certain Be quiet. It's just like I think it's just gonna be hard to find uh Turkish league games, right? For
No, it's
me
very
anyway.
easy. I'll send you illegal streams.
Okay.
I've not joking with you. As soon as I found out like he's going, I've been researching Turkish League, Super League.
Man,
So
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'll,
miss
I'll
him.
just send you streams. I think the website that I usually send you, that one works. You know, the one that you legally use to stream football. That one, the one that you use. Mr. Tobbs lives
I
in
I
Northwest.
I have yes, I live in Northwest.
Please post the full address here, Mr. Editor.
um I think we're gonna miss him, you know? I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
really
it's gonna be
hard
tough without
to
him.
replace him, and
Yeah,
we're not gonna talk about said replacement yet. I think I think we're gonna
really love the
struggle, you
hype
know?
Leo's getting from Besiktas. Fully deserved. Hell yeah. Bro, that
Yeah.
man deserves it. He should have. I wish we could have given him a proper farewell, in some way, maybe during a friendly or something. But I kind of get it that Besiktas wanted him as soon as possible because they're kind of trying to qualify for the Europa League at the moment. So they do need him as soon as possible. So I do understand. But
When
hopefully during winter break or something, he can pop by the Emirates Stadium and get his like fully deserved flowers.
Okay, but now that you're talking about like qualifiers, now I'm like really keen to watch them actually.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
Europa League
maybe
qualifiers.
maybe I do end up following Besiktas.
It's hell of a road. But
Um
yeah, I really I'm gonna miss Trossard, but I'm happy that he's gonna get a team built around him and Salah. And I think those are just like the two guys you want in your team, man. Like
I th-
that's the Premier League's greatest right winger, and the Arsenal's greatest left winger. uh,
debatable. I think it's
Martinelli isn't a left winger; he's a 10.
I think it's really commendable how he's always on to the next thing, right? He's not like settling for okay, I got you your Premier League. You guys owe me now a new contract. You know, he's like, okay, what you don't want to give me a new contract? Next thing, you know,
Mm,
he's like, even with Brighton, he was like, I'm not gonna like settle and be friends with you. Like you're making me
yeah.
angry. I'm going to Arsenal. I'm gonna start on the bench and I'm gonna become the starting left winger.
Can I
I
be
think
honest? I
it's
think the way that it ended with Arsenal and Trossard is just such a good way to end it, though.
I do think
We ended on
yes,
better terms than he ended up with than when he did it with Brighton.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
Brighton, they were
Yeah.
basically kicking him out. They were like not letting him play games. They were saying he has an attitude issue.
Yes, I do think. I think it's been a great signing, like start to finish, nothing to complain about.
No,
Absolutely nothing.
well, there's more games, but yeah, they I think he had the good with the bad. He was great
You know,
with the
you
poor. He was like he
you
was genuinely a clutch player. He saved us time and time again. Made sure that we won our Premier League, and like you'll never hear me say another insult about him till the end of time.
he coined like he deserves the name Mr. Clutch, right? I
Yeah,
think he well done to him.
it'll be hard
Thank
for
you,
somebody else to
Trossard.
take up that mantle, but hopefully we don't need more clutch players. We just need it. Like we could hopefully the next season will just be us winning 3-0, 4-0, 5-0,
Yeah, I don't know about that
23-24 style.
one. I don't know about that
I
one.
also don't think of uh,
um, let's talk.
Mikel Merino hat tricks for everybody.
Marino maybe could be Mr. Clutch.
He is Mr. Clutch. He's just another version of Mr. Clutch.
Mm,
He's
agreed,
Mr.
agreed.
Big Game.
Now it's gonna be like it's Trossard. I mean Eze and Marino have to like take over from Trossard now.
Yeah. Hopefully Rogers as well, because Rogers is also like a big game player. He
Yeah,
turns up
I like.
when the lights are bright. I think the only time he
Anyway,
didn't really turn up was against Arsenal, out of all the clubs, out of all the big six, the
we're getting ahead of
regular big
ourselves.
six.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
No, I'm just talking about regular. Damn it. I
Let's
ruined the
talk about.
segment.
You did. Let's talk about. Since we were talking about Leandro Trossard replacements, Christos Solis, you must be one happy guy, huh? So,
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier in the group chat. All the signings that I wanted are kind of coming. I'm fully all in on Solis. I think he's going to be really good for us. Because I think it's kind of obvious by now, but I'm not really a guy that's into flair football. I'm not really a flair type of guy. Obviously, like I love Ronaldinho and all these sorts of players that like had flair. I just think for Arsenal, it's not like the ideal type to have flair. I think Solis is like a great backup, which is what we should recognize him as, a backup. But I think he's a fantastic player. I've never watched him outside of Champions League. But yeah, I think he's going to be a fantastic signing for us. He's going to be big. I think we should give him the time and the appreciation. I think we should give him as much love as we want to give our other players. I don't think, obviously, maybe Trossard might be enjoying this where he gets to be remembered as the best left winger in the modern era. But look, I think all of us should want Solis to succeed. So there's no like
right.
point in bringing out the negative energy, right? So I like how direct he is as a player. I like how clean he is, efficient he is. He doesn't waste any time. He doesn't waste his movements. He just goes straight for goal. Obviously, I think his shot power leaves something to be desired, like his striking ability. Um, but
That's actually pretty interesting because I think he has a really short backlift, right?
yeah,
It's easy for him to get his shot away. Maybe not
I
the
do like
most
how low he
powerful
keeps
shot.
it.
Yeah, yeah. It's maybe not the most powerful shot, but he can get it away
Yeah,
really
it's
quickly.
efficient. So that's why I think it's
Yeah,
going to be a good dynamic. Obviously, like I don't think Saka and Solis will be playing together much, but like Saka can take like the higher shots, the powerful higher shots, when Solis can take the lower, more uh, let's say detailed shots. So like that's why
I
I'm very excited for that type of imagery.
I think we should like if we look at him on his own, right? Just to look at what he brings. I think um the short backlift is a is a is a is one thing I think that is probably his USP, right? I think if he can hang physically and he has a consistent touch, I think he'll be all right, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
obviously he'll
like
be fine.
that's all he needs to be like a steady Eddie, right?
Yeah,
Fabio Vieira level, and
yeah.
even then,
Also, I think yeah. Sorry.
e- even then Vieira had like his creative bag, right? But
Yeah.
so
For me, the
I'm
signing is just very important. I think we had to sign him, yeah, whether you want him or not, whether anybody wanted him or not in general. Sorry, because the players that we're signing are going to be so tired. Rogers is going to be tired. He just came off from the World Cup.
right.
Saka is going to be tired. He just came off from the World Cup. Martinelli's going to be
Alvarez.
tired. He just came off from the World Cup. Eze is going to be tired. He just came off from the World Cup. Havertz came off the World Cup, not just recently, but he did come off from the World Cup. Uh, but the nice thing about Solis, he plays all those positions. We
I
are
think
going to
like
use him
getting
like a bar of soap,
I let me
and
just
you
say
guys are
I
going
am
to
not
enjoy it.
I don't know about that one. Look at
Solis,
space
Gyökeres,
time.
and Madueke front three. Yikes. Dude, that's actually an ideal front three. I'm not joking with you. That's an ideal front three for me. You got a guy with
You are.
pace. You got a guy with pace. You got a guy with pace. You got a guy with shot power down the middle. And then you got your guy that can take your long range shots. Or your mid range
Who's
shots.
all of those guys sound like Gyökeres, if you ask me. Like he's the one who can
You
take the
got your
long
guys
range
with the cool
shots.
celebrations. I don't even know what
Gyökeres,
Solis' celebration is. I refuse to watch it. We actually need him to bang early. Yeah, but the nice thing about him is he's going to be one of the first players for the friendlies. So
yeah,
apparently he's going to be completely available for all of our friendly games from the start, which I think is
yeah.
great.
I think it's good that we're getting him in early. Like that's
Mm.
like the
I'm so
best
glad
part
Club
about the
Brugge just
deal.
like let him go early. They like didn't like use him for their own games. They're just letting him go, which I kind of appreciate.
I mean, we're paying like asking price, so they better. They have no
Imagine leaving the
choice.
store, buying a car, giving full price at the lot in cash, and then saying, "Ah, you have to come back like 3 or 4 days later."
Yeah. But overall, I'm not moved by the player whatsoever. Like anything good he does is gonna be a huge surprise to me, and I'll be
That's
like,
a good way to
I'll
think about it,
celebrate it. I'll celebrate it, but I'm not like,
guys. But I have
I'm
like a
see,
good intuition. Like I thought Gyökeres was gonna bang, and he did. He's won us a Premier League. I was right eventually.
see, I have a feeling this is like another Saud stinker. Jokeris,
In all
and
fairness, I've
now
never
it's
been
Solis.
wrong. For me, everything just kind of falls into place and works out.
I think you're wrong, but you still got the right answer.
uh, Such is the life of computer science. But yeah, I think he kind of bangs. He doesn't even have to bang
um,
that hard. He just has to he has to be good enough for the time being. Like he has to score like 3 goals in like 7 games for us at least. That type of
oh yeah,
situation.
let's do this. How many goals do you think he's scoring all comps?
All comps, 15,
Mm,
12, 15.
wow. Okay, but maybe he plays like the weaker comps mostly, right?
Maybe,
15.
but like I still see him like coming on a lot at the start of the season. 10, 15, 20 games.
Okay, so let's say, hey, space in chat for you. Solis, all comps, 15 goals, less or more, or I should say higher or more or less than 14.5 goals for Solis in Arsenal's shirt, all comps. I am gonna go less.
More or less than what amount, sorry?
14.5, 15, 15.
Okay,
I
okay, you freaking
no
gambling addict.
no, I just don't like. What if he scores 15, right? Then you're gonna be like, well, I said you more than 15.
Fair. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I think under, but close.
What, you just said 15?
I said 12 to 15.
Okay. Okay, let's do 12 then.
Okay.
Over under 11.5 goals. I am gonna go. Oh, Space
Over.
says
I'm
he
going
gets
over.
exactly 15.
Yeah, see, Space gets it. Space is like an actual connoisseur of football. And like you, we should get him on the podcast. So over, I
I,
guess. Yeah, it's over.
I am gonna go um less. Less than
I think a lot
15,
of our attackers are going to bang next season, to be completely honest. I
more than
think in the
12.
Premier League, we get 90 plus goals.
Wow. Where's this hope coming from? Have you seen our transfer targets? Have you seen our
Yeah,
squad building?
yeah. I think we
we,
scored
we,
90 goals. How many
the
goals
only
did we score in 23-24 season? Like 88, right?
yes, yeah, I think
That was
88.
just in the Premier League. I think, yeah, I think we get to 90 this season.
The only out and out winger we've been linked to is the one that you like the least in Barcola.
We
So
have not been linked to him at all.
I think
Or
we
somewhat.
have.
We've been linked to him somewhat. Like
Yeah.
whenever Rogers news comes up, it's like, and Barcola is in the shadows. He's lurking somewhere. He's like 20 meters behind, but he's moving at the pace of a snail. Like that's the type of news that we're getting about Barcola. And I'm kind of fine with it as long as he doesn't join the club. I don't want to see him in an Arsenal shirt. I block anybody that
Uh,
posts an edit of him in an Arsenal shirt.
Speaking of left wingers, marquee left wingers, we, according to Hannah Arsenal, we have now begun talks for Rodgers, right?
Top class.
And what do you think about Morgan Rodgers and that we are finally
Just 1 second.
uh, have started to go from?
Love
I
it.
quite
One
like
second.
Rodgers. I
I just think
quite
he'll
like.
play a lot, so he'll get a goals, like kind of like Jokeris. Yeah, that's fair.
Uh,
But
I
Solis.
really, yeah, I really like Rodgers.
I
I
like
think
Rogers.
Rodgers, the player in isolation, love him.
Yeah.
When I look at Rodgers, Eze, Solis, I'm seeing a lot of the like same type of player, right?
Are you?
And yeah, I do like Rodgers,
I think with
Solis,
Rogers and like
Ethan
Eze, I
even.
kind of see it. I can see what you mean by
E-
Rogers and Eze, right? But like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Because
well, if it was just Rodgers and Eze, right? But it's Rodgers, Eze, Solis,
Solis is
even
such a different
Ethan.
player.
I don't think
Solis
he
is
is.
like an efficient guy. I think Rogers
I
is a bit more of that flary type. He's a bit more of the he understands the game. He's a lot more game breaking than anything. But
I
Solis is more like efficient, quick, tidy footballer, right? That's
right.
how I see him.
I think Rogers is if you had Solis, gave him more pace, made him taller and stronger, and a
That's like a
better
different
dribbler.
person.
But what
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
think
say is
I think I'm like Elon Musk, but I'm like a billion like percent poorer. I think I'm like
what
10 times funnier. I think I'm taller. I think I'm less. I think my dad committed less crimes. I think. Uh,
noted. What I'm trying to say is right.
it's a
I
different
think
person.
they are in essence the same player, as in they are wing fielders, not out and out wingers that will like chalk on your boots, and they will like they are
That's not a bad thing.
box players, right? They are
Yeah,
finishers. They're not
yeah.
necessarily like the guys who take it from the center backs and then distribute. You know, like not
Mm.
eights, not it's tens, 10, 11, nines, right? Around there. That's
Yeah,
what I meant.
yeah, I get what you mean, but I think this is gonna be great for our like what our main problem was this season. Dealing with a low block.
Um,
I think it'll be so
I
much more
think
efficient.
I don't think the attackers were the reason we were struggling against low blocks. I think it was the midfield balance.
Yeah, but this is something that I wanted to bring up, right? I think if we move, again, as
Oh,
long as we just keep our remaining players from here, as long as we move Martinelli down the middle, play him as a 10, I think that opens up a lot
Carlos
of options for us. Carlos
Carlos
also
really
changed my
moved
life,
you.
but also he was stupid.
Yeah.
All of the managers have
Um.
had these like moments of brilliance, and then they had moments of like magnificent downfall that have pissed me off. De La Fuente is
Yeah.
gonna piss me off on Sunday. I can feel it in my
I wanted
bones.
I wanted to say attackers. I don't think the attackers were the problem, bar one Victor Yorkeres. Listen to Space. Space says Rogers at left wing is a weird choice. As long as we keep Nelly, I like the move.
Yeah, that I agree with. But that I kind of agree with. But again, I don't think we should restrict these players to like one position, 1 or 2 positions. I think a lot of
All
our
right.
players are more than competent enough to just play 100 million positions. Like they can play anywhere on the pitch.
Right. I think position is irrelevant. You just look at like what
Mm.
the player brings to the table, right?
Who's
And
willing to
in
break the game?
combination with I think Rogers has the game breaking gene.
Mm.
As well as Tollers probably, but maybe like
Mm.
his other attributes may won't allow him to showcase it at our level, at the Arsenal level.
Yeah.
But I think that's why I was like Rogers quicker, taller, stronger, right? Like he'll be able to
Better,
showcase.
faster, stronger.
um. So yeah, I but
Look, I like the moves. I like the things that we're doing in the market. I don't know how much I'm willing to go for Rogers in regards to price wise. Obviously,
question,
I was telling Barney this the other day. Our friend Barney.
right?
I was
Yeah,
telling him, I think football money is fake. I
yeah.
think football money is
Interesting.
fake because
I
I
can
think
hear.
like I can hear it until a certain amount, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, it's like 100, like maybe like 70 million, right? Like that I can hear. But like you look at somebody like Anderson, right? I don't think it was like a full 130 million that like City just dumped onto Nottingham Forest's doorstep and ran away. I don't think that's how it works. I think the way that it works, right? And this is just coming from like a very like this is how I believe and think
Go
of
for
this
it.
lie. That I think like maybe City actually give like maybe what like 70 million of it, of the 130 million, and then the 160 million is like written down. It's there. It exists. Guys, we received it. Guys, we paid the 60 million. I think it's a complete fake money joke. I think it's like a
We're
lie.
we're going off track now, but isn't that like how money works at that level, right? At
That's
that
what I'm
point,
saying.
it's like debt, right? Everyone just owes everyone money, and like we're
Exactly.
all in agreement. Like you owe me this money, so I have this much money, right? But that's like how
Yeah,
money
but
works in essence, right?
I
That's
just think
that's
it's
what it.
like so the idea is right that like clubs can basically lie about how much they received so that their books look better so that they can buy more players so that they can work around PSR rules.
I don't think
Am I
that's
going insane?
yes. I don't think like clubs lie. I think like the
Oh,
books
clubs
have to
never
match
lie.
up to like okay, well, some clubs probably lie, right? But the books
Arsenal.
overall have to match up to because they have to make the numbers public, right? Like after a certain time.
Yeah, but like you can also just like lie about the numbers. Like yeah, City totally gave us 120 million.
Well, who does that benefit, right?
It benefits the club that says we got 120 million, so that means we can spend 120 million.
Okay, but then City have to
You
be
gotta get
like
what I'm
we
going for.
but then City have to be like we gave away 120 million, so we can't spend 120 million now, like we have to spend
Yeah,
120
no, I don't think it's a
million less.
problem for. I don't think it's like a problem of saying like I spend more than I spent, because it's like not a big problem for a club like City because they have a lot to spend. They can spend 500 million a window without a problem. 500
No,
million.
no, but you have to like there's still rules, like they can't spend like a billion, right? Because
Man
well,
City,
okay, we
famous followers of the rules. Never break it away. Rogers
so
is an undeniably big game player. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I
yeah.
100% think so. Anyways, back to my original question.
No.
uh, how much do you think Rogers will cost? Or like how much do you think they'd be willing to let him go for? Where the hell's my water bottle? Oh, hydration
I
rates.
I I want us to pay less than Spurs paid for Tonali. Or less than Spurs paid for
Yeah,
Tonali.
exactly. They're supposed to save 20 million, those cheap bastards.
um, this that sidetrack was so unnecessary. We really went into the like manosphere podcast whole type thing there.
We could put that on YouTube shorts.
um,
Look, okay, so
how much do you
I
think?
I think anything more than 110 million is kind of crazy. Oh
Yes,
my
agreed.
god.
Agreed.
Yeah, yeah, I think 110, 115, maybe 120 million max. But yeah, I think it's kind of crazy. 100 million, but we'd be overpaying by 10 to 15 million. Yeah, but
Agreed.
everybody in this market is overpaying by 10 to 15 million, so I kind of get it.
Yeah, some people are
It
overpaying by
makes me
like
upset.
40, 30. I think most people are overpaying by 40 or 30, actually, not 10, 15.
Yeah, like
Um,
Tonali is not a 60 million player even, let alone a 100 million player.
60, I can hear 60, not more than that.
I feel like if you look
Anyway,
at the market like
do
7
you
years
think
ago,
we
right? 20. 2019.
right?
Tonight he goes for like 40 million
Yeah.
or 45 million.
Yeah,
Like
but
that's how the
like
market was like 7 years ago.
okay, but even if we like say 7 years later, right? I think
Mm.
60 would be a fair price for 7 years later, not
Fair,
what he went for now.
fair. But yeah,
Uh,
still like
um,
50, 60, somewhere around there. Inflation is bull. Clubs at
do
that
you
level do
bel
not experience inflation. I'm sorry to
do
say this.
you do you believe in money is crazy, by the way? Do you
I don't
think
believe in football money. I think it's all fake, to be
do you
completely
think
honest with you.
so do you think we are
I think it
getting
was
Rogers?
real at one point. I think there was like a time where money was very real. But I
No,
think the second you get into like the billionaire ownership, it kind of just
let's
becomes
not.
whatever. Because it's just like
w-
billionaires talking to each other. They don't
Let's
care.
not. Be quiet.
Piss off.
Um, do you think we're getting Rogers? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so too. And
I think it's undeniable at this point.
output. What do you think he will be doing output wise? Goals, all competitions for. Okay, you know what? We'll do another stream for like this when everything's said and done. So we are getting Rogers. Any final thoughts on Morgan Rogers for you?
Okay. Wait, let's just talk about how many goals we think he's going to score like we did for Solis.
Okay, okay, we can do that.
I will say he scores same amount, 12, 15.
Same amount. I
I don't think he's
think.
going to play as much in the bigger competitions. Like, I think
Okay,
we're going to try to rest him just slightly.
I think. I also think 15 is the goal to get at least. I think for Rogers. Like if he gets 15, I'll be like decent output. That's excluding assists now, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think.
Oh, okay, but
Sorry, I have family here, and I didn't realize that. That's fine.
no, it's all
Whatever.
good. I mean, 18 goals, all comps. Okay, but that's Jokeris level. That would be like that would be more indicative of poaching, I would say. Our overall style and structure, more so than Rogers, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna see a big stylistic change next season. I know people don't want to admit it, and especially you. You think you're still gonna be a lot of the same monotonous stuff. I think it's gonna be a bit more stylistic changes because I don't think Arteta likes to stay on the same style for too long. Because there was a time we were playing beautiful football. There was a time we became like beautiful, pragmatic, and then there was a time we became pragmatic. And
You know,
now I think there's a time where we're going to evolve from there.
you
I
know what
think
would make me
Arteta changes more
say
than we think.
what would make me hopeful of a stylistic change is midfield acquisitions that I know are for the midfield, like
Great
Bruno G for
transition into
one,
the
right?
next section.
N- I don't have Bruno G on the list.
Damn
we
it!
we've been loosely
There's
linked,
not
right?
really not a lot to talk about.
Yeah, but
But
I think
guys,
like if we
we have personal terms agreed with him. That's it.
if we do go for Bruno G, I'd be more hopeful about a stylistic change, or at least a seemingly stylistic change, right?
Fair.
Um, I think that's Rogers done.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the big one, Esri Konza.
Can I be
What
honest?
is going on
Give
over there?
160 million to Aston Villa and take both. I like
No,
Ezri Konsa. I like
you.
him. I like him a lot. Whenever
Wow.
footballers from the England camp, obviously they're hyping up their own players. But whenever like England camp like talks about Ezri Konsa, right? They say, "Wow, he's such a great one-on-one dueler. He's fantastic in these aspects. He's a great defender. Extremely tough to come across. Extremely difficult to play against. Um, and I think he makes life a lot harder for 1v1 specialists. And he actually knows how to stay calm compared to what he was like in the final game in the World Cup. I think he actually has what it takes to play at Arsenal. I think he's a fantastic player.
So right off the bat, I didn't like the link, and
Well,
then
yeah, you don't like a lot of things.
because for me, I have to be fair, right? It's not it's not someone who's been on in my scope like ever, right? Like who watches Aston Villa and goes like, oh that Konsa guy, I really like him.
I actually watch him a lot more than I watch Morgan Rogers.
That's crazy. I watch Villa and all I can see is like, oh, Rogers. But I'm attack pilled. Um, so I decided I should probably like watch at least a comp, so that I'm not
Yeah,
crazy. Like
fair.
talking like about nothing. I
That's
something
completely
I
nothing.
thought something I thought that was interesting was I thought he had like a pretty decent like passing range.
Oh yeah.
Um, for me it was immediately striking because we have Saliba and he doesn't really do like lob long passes, right? Like switch plays.
No, he prefers to drive the ball or pass it to Gabriel and have Gabriel pass it.
The thing is though, I don't know how much of that is instruction, right? Because
I think Saliba
when you
has a great
watch,
long pass. Like we watched it
yes,
in the Champions League last season. He had like a great long pass that he like pulled out the bag like Tomiyasu.
yeah. So I think he has the quality, but maybe his game didn't develop in that direction.
Mm.
And I'm just wondering if that is something I will see from Konsa if he comes here, or if it's just gonna be like an unused tool, like, and
No,
then for what reason will we be getting him if it's something it's something small, right? It wasn't like the craziest
I
passes. It
think
was just like
this goes back to the Teta debate, right? Like how defensive will he be, how attacking will he be next season? Like what
yeah,
type of setup is he going to play next season? I think we have two great like we'll have two great defenders, right? Like an extra defender, which is Mosquera and Konsa. And I
mm,
know we forget Mosquera a lot, but I think Mosquera is the perfect pragmatic defender. If you want pragmatism, Mosquera will give you everything you need. I think Ezri Konsa is the guy that we want to play when we're playing up against like a high line whenever we do come across those. Or a
mhm.
Champions League type of player, or a FA Cup and a Carabao Cup player, or like certain Premier League games. I could see that him being that guy.
Like
As
he is
for more low
he is
block
a
types, yeah,
yeah.
more
No,
low
no,
block
continue.
types, more counter attacking types. I want to see us playing players like I want to see us playing Mosquera because I think Mosquera proved himself to be capable of that in the Champions League final, where he knows how to deal with it. Yes, it takes him like a second or two to adjust, at least because he was starting on the right back at that time, but he's extremely adaptive. He knows how to change up his own style. So I think Mosquera is very interesting in that situation. Saka is the actual dictator in football. He's getting all his friends to come to Arsenal. Nani, Ebbs, Lassie, Summer, and now Rogers and Konza. I think you're forgetting one thing. Before that, he actually brought Rice. He was actually very important for us getting Rice, which I
Yeah.
appreciate. Let him keep bringing his friends. Let him bring Jed Spence. I don't know if they're close like that. Bring him.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I like Jed Spence that much, even though he had a great World Cup. I think Konsa, respectable CB, right? He is like
Mm.
he has
Can
a
also play right
few
back.
big few big games under his belt, um, and like decent. I maybe I'm too harsh to complain at the beginning, right? But I'm not wowed by the
No,
link, but I think it's just not a bad link.
it's not a bad link whatsoever. I think you can have problems with it, but you can't like complain about it.
I think it's
Because like
interesting
we've never
how
seen like at least we've never seen a semi competent defender come into Arteta's system and fail.
yeah, fair. Well, I don't know. I think we've bought like really good defenders, right? I think our hit rate is just
Yeah.
really good.
And you might be thinking of Rob Holding, but Rob Holding wasn't even semi competent. He was
poor
he was
poor Rob.
something, but he wasn't a defender.
I just think it's interesting, right? We have Ben, we have Mosquera, we have
I hope we
Saliba.
keep Ben.
Yeah, why don't we go? We have Timber. I forgot about Timber. Why aren't we going for like a right back, right back? You know?
I thought about this, but I don't think it's especially necessary. But that's why I wanted. But like you look at Konsa, he can play centre back, right back.
Yeah,
And
but we
I
love.
personally, like you know the type of play, you know the player I wanted, right? I've said it like 100 times already. I
Remind
wanted
me.
Chelsea's Achampong.
Oh, Achabong. Yeah.
I
Okay.
wanted him a lot because I think he's like a fantastic right back, and he's also a fantastic centre back. Or and he'll at least grow to be one. So I
Yeah.
personally like him. But look, I think Arteta's idea is that like, oh, he can play these positions, so let's go for him. He's competent in these regards. He's very good in these regards. I don't think natural right wingers kind of fit us anymore. At least I wish if White is able to get back to his physicality, that is what we'll be getting out of him.
Okay, but I meant like, if you look at Livermento, right? He's a left back, like that type of right back. You know, it doesn't have to be like the Frimpong
Uh,
type right
yeah,
back.
the problem with Livramento is he's also injury prone.
No, I don't want Livermento. I just meant like
You're
for
somebody
the
like
right
him
side.
who's
Yeah.
specifically a right back.
Yes.
I get what you mean. There's not a lot of good regular right backs, in my opinion, at the moment that are like available on the market. I can't think of one.
I can hear you, but I just think like Konsa is like, at
Yeah,
least if it's like on the spectrum of right back to centre back, he's too much centre back
yeah.
for me.
But I will say I think right back is one of those markets that's kind of weak at the moment. Just like winger positions. Winger positions are so weak at the moment. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think I really want us to implement the academy. We recently just
Oh,
lost one of our right backs that I thought was like a really good right back in the academy, Josh Nichols.
oh, we lost Josh.
Yeah, I believe he left. But
Yeah.
apparently we signed a academy player from Spurs, 18 years old. I forgot what his name is.
Oh yeah, I
Um,
saw that.
but yeah, 40 million is the
Space,
highest I'm willing to go for Consa. Space Time, I have bad news for you. I
space.
think
I
I think it was confirmed we did try to verbally agree for 40 million, but they said we were like 10 to 20 million short.
well, I hope it stays 20 million short. Space, I'm with you. Um, what did I want to say?
Fake money, fake money. You don't have to worry about it too much.
Like all our fullbacks are centre backs, all of them, except for Miles, right? Miles is the only midfielder fullback, but all of them are like centre backs. We don't have one. That's why our wingers have to be like
Isn't Calafiori like
amazing.
a regular like left back? Like he was always just left back
No,
now.
no, Kala is a
Oh, he was a
centre
centre
back.
back in Italy. He's also kind of a centre back for Italy.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
Hincapie
I
is
think
not a centre back, is
he
he?
is. He is in a three.
I feel like he always plays like left back though. I mean, in a three, yeah, he's a centre back, but like so are so many other players. Like Luke Shaw plays in the three. It doesn't mean he's a centre back.
Okay, but Luke Shaw is more left back than way more left back than Hincapie, right?
Yeah, agreed. But Shaw is also like
Oh,
I personally like Shaw. I think Shaw is like such a brilliant player.
breaking news: David Ornstein, Newcastle make an offer to sign Lucas Berval from Tottenham
Uh,
Hotspur. Proposal for 20-year-old midfielder is 46 million. Turned down. THFC rejected all bids so far from Newcastle. Uh,
but will consider sell at right price. Isn't that the case with all deals? Why do people keep saying this nowadays? I feel like they never used to say this until like this season, where they're
yeah.
like, "Oh, for the right price, you will go." Yeah, all players will. You offer Atletico Madrid $1 billion, they're not going to keep Julian Alvarez.
So speaking of Alvarez, I think that's Consa done, right? I didn't make I don't have Alvarez on the minutes, but I think it's interesting that we've been
Lazy
like
bastard.
loosely linked with him, right? Alvarez for Gyökeres plus cash is something I saw, I think,
I'll be
somewhere.
heartbroken.
Would you? I would like that. I would love that.
I think a like for like trade would be fine.
I
They
think
give us 80 million and Julian Alvarez, and we'll give them Jokeris.
whoever's dumb enough to take Gyökeres off our hands, come
Tonali
please.
replacement. Wait, what?
He's talking about
Oh,
Bergvall.
Tonali or Lucas Bergvall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I think I don't know what you were talking about.
That's
I
actually
lost my train
funny.
of thought.
That's actually funny calling Bergvall the Tonali replacement. um,
It is funny to like
Alvarez.
try to upgrade your midfield and then like immediately try to watch your midfield.
Yeah, Alvarez to Arsenal. See, this is
Love it.
another one that I feel like is the same as
It's kind of
Rogers,
mid though.
Solis, Eze.
No, I actually don't think I wanted Alvarez at one point, especially towards the start of the season. I actually wanted him
Mhm.
like during Manchester City days because I thought he was like one of a
Oh,
kind.
I was such a
I
hater.
thought he was being outshined by Haaland, but I also thought like this is a guy that just like killed at Arsenal. So I wanted him since those days. But
I was such I
what?
was a hater back then.
Really? Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
fair.
want I didn't want to accept that he's quality.
He was quality though. He was scoring free kicks. He was kind of doing it all.
I think
He was
since he
always a
went
good
to
stand-in for Haaland,
since he went
which
to
is a crazy
Atleti,
thing to be.
my eyes have been opened.
Yeah, but after the season, I don't feel it. I think
Um,
he's good. I just don't think he's that good. I see him in the World Cup. He's like fine. He's a big game player, but like that's about it.
maybe
He doesn't really
maybe
bring
if
anything in like during the season.
maybe okay. You know what? I'm not big on Alvarez. I like him, but I don't love him. I just
Yeah,
like
that's
the
how I feel.
idea.
The
I just
idea of
like
him.
the idea that we're getting rid of Gyökeres.
Mm,
That's like my
I vote nay.
that's
I
my
mostly want
favorite part.
Alvarez because it'll mean Gyok is gone. You guys are against me, and if you ain't with me, you gotta leave me.
That's my favorite part of the deal. Like if we don't get Alvarez, but Gyökeres still goes, you know, I'll take that. Fine with me.
It's kind of
um.
funny.
So
Uh, where is it? Yeah.
what do you think about our transfer window as of 17th July 2026?
I think World Cup kind of slowed us down. It significantly
Agreed.
slowed us down. But now that the World Cup is ending, and I see a lot of the players that we were targeting actually getting contacted now, it's actually not that bad.
Right. I
Maybe I
do
was being
think
reactionary. Maybe I'm being annoyed by the prices on the market. That's why I'm being a lot more reactionary. But yeah, I actually don't hate how it's going. I hate how slow we're being and how like meticulous we're being about everything. But I don't like it. I like it and I don't like it, if you get what I mean.
yeah. I do think World Cup was always going to be a problem, right? But I
Yeah.
do. My concern more so is the actual players we're linked with. I don't see. I don't see the vision, like the overall vision. You know, like what is the squad? What do we want from the squad? Are we going like all wing fielder midfielders? You know. So I have questions
I
about
mean,
that.
if you get a group of 11 wing fielders, then a couple of them can become wing backs. A couple of them can be tall enough to become centre backs. Like Solis can play centre back now because he's 6 foot. Uh, we can have
It's Sol is
Jokrish.
6 foot.
Yeah, Solis
I
is
don't know
like
he's
six
that
foot.
tall.
Yeah,
I didn't know he's that tall. That's actually really good for him. No
yeah. You
wonder
were like
Arteta
calling him
wanted
like
him.
shorter than Morgan Rogers, and I'm like, bro, he's
Well,
taller than you.
he's probably shorter than Rogers, regardless, right?
No, he is because I forgot how tall Morgan Rogers is, but like
I
I
thought
lied.
Solis was
I
a.
lied.
Uh,
Solis is 5'9".
that's what I thought.
I
You
confidently
you
lie.
you were almost the one guy. You almost one guyed me.
Well, you know, I'm 6'2". I kind of see everybody as 6 foot from then on.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody's short to
Um.
me.
So what do you think? Do you think like? what do you think about the profile of players? Don't you think there's like too much of an overlap? Maybe this hints at like a midfield player leaving.
I can give you the
What do you
odds
what
of
do
who
you
it
reckon?
is, but nobody's gonna like it. But I don't think
Well,
anybody leaves in this window. I think it's the winter window where everybody leaves and joins.
so
That's when we start to figure things out.
Space Time is saying I think we're just going for proven players who are available.
100%, 1,000,000%. I agree. Great point. Great way to
Ye-
phrase it as well. Love it.
Sure, but
Tobbs
I
doesn't get
feel
it.
like,
Tobbs doesn't appreciate you like I do.
but I think that that applies to everyone bar Solis so far, right?
How can you say this? He has like 40 goal contributions. What is it, like
That's
21 goals and 19 assists? What more do you want
how
from a
many
player? I
goals?
know you
How
don't
many
like players in
goals?
the Belgian league, but like that's like it's not a bad league.
Is it? I felt like we said this. Like run it back just 1 year. He scored 50 goals. Like 50 goals 2 years in a row. The Portuguese league's not a bad league, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like
I feel like there's a
I-
difference between strikers and wingers. I think wingers are a lot more easier to calculate than strikers. Strikers are moments. Wingers are like what you do on the pitch. It's your actions. It's whether you're all
l-
action or you're forward moving. If you're a driver or if you're like a waiter,
look.
it
All
depends.
I'm saying is Solis is not a proven player, right? At this level, that's all I'm saying. Like I'm not. I
Yeah,
don't know
that's
if he's
fair.
gonna do well or if he's gonna do bad.
That's
I don't
fair.
know about that.
I do
We'll
want to
see,
drag
right?
us to a point that I was just making. Whereas, like, we don't really know a player until they play for us in the Premier
Yeah.
League,
Mm.
because if I remember correctly, the way that we were doing it was, oh, Jokres scores a lot of goals in the Portuguese league, he must bang at least 20, and he did, kind of did bang 20,
A lot of penalties.
all
But continue.
competitions. What was our like measurements for Sesko? Bro, he jumped so high. That was our method. We don't know how to calculate strikers.
I
H
think I
Alfred,
think it,
Mr.
I think it's
HTOMUFC.
I think it's a problem with like all players in all leagues, right? Maybe it doesn't like environment is like so important, right? Like
Yeah.
what did Cisco go into, right? Like wouldn't it have been better if he came to like playing with Saka, Odegaard, you know? Is a
Yeah,
compared
that's
to
fair,
like
but like Salah
so
feels a big
there's
risk.
like
He's gonna be on like 50k a week, chump change for Daddy Kronka. Yeah, it's nothing. 50k is nothing. Our goal is to earn 50k, by the way. We made like this goal where we want to earn 60k a week. A month, sorry.
yo, let's not tell
So that's
them
kind of
about
our
the
goal.
finances.
No, no, no. It's good to talk. It's good to be open. Mr. Ludwig taught me
um
that.
oh yeah, yeah.
I
I
think his
think
like most recent episode is like most recent teaching is like gonna be talking about that, like money and everything.
we are uh
Off track.
yes, irrelevant for now. Okay, but that's actually everything.
Uh,
Seventh point, did Hand of Arsenal sell the account?
no, I think he's just lost a few connections, maybe,
I
but
think it's
that's about it.
this is like such a who talks about like a random Twitter account, right? And their
Yeah,
mannerisms
but
changing.
he's our biggest account.
I think it's still him. I just think
I want to
you know
say something.
it's not so fun anymore, you know, like
Yeah, I do want to say
y-
something to defend him.
yeah, go for it.
He
Or shall I
talked
say something?
about Bruno Guimaraes, right?
You're
Where he
right.
said like we're interested in Bruno Guimaraes. That is the extent of it. And all the reports that we've gotten so far have kind of just been like a rehashing of the same events. It's just people
Right.
want to hear it again. And Hand of Arsenal's been kind of true to that. Like he kind of made a good point where he said like there was no more news. I don't know what you guys want. So it's like I don't want to like bombard you guys with more news when there's nothing going on there. Like
I think
it's kind of
it's
happening, but like there's not it's not past that.
yeah. I think it's interesting, right? When he first came on the scene, it was like, oh man, this guy knows everything, and give us some news, like tell us about the amazing stuff. And then like
Hmm.
last summer we had like a really big summer, and he would like be on every deal. This is happening. This is happening.
Yeah, he was getting
Rodrigo,
like
blah blah
shoutouts
blah.
from Fabrizio and all that.
Orny.
Yeah.
I think he also linked us
In all
with
fairness, Indy
Rodrigo, right?
Kyla also got a shout out from David Ornstein. That's
That
such a
is
funny
like
window, man.
that is like the funniest thing ever.
But yeah,
Um,
I think he didn't sell his account. I just think he lost a few connections, gained a few connections. But I think he's been pretty consistent.
yeah,
I think he's trying to
I
become
think
a real journalist though, which is good.
I think some people are like buttered that we were linked with Rodrigo and that it never happened, right? And they're like,
Yeah,
this guy's a
but
fraud. Why are you listening to
no, I
this
never
guy?
hated him on that. I hated on him for that because that was a matter of circumstance. Rodrigo just changed his mind, and Rodrigo had his mind changed by the likes of Xabi Alonso.
I'm glad we never went for Rodrigo.
Kind of, yeah.
So
I do hope we go for Vinny. When
Vinny,
that
I
Vinny
would
bomber
love.
drops, it's gonna like make me
I
so
w-
happy. But if it isn't to Arsenal, I don't want him to leave.
you want him to leave?
I don't want him to leave if it's not to Arsenal.
Yeah, agreed. Um.
All right, I think that should be it for now.
Okay.
I don't think we have any other
Oh,
transfer targets at the moment.
I don't think we have any either.
Anyways, we'll be supporting Spain. Unfortunately, we won't be live streaming that one since we'll all have lives and families to go to and to watch it. And we don't want to watch it with people we don't like, you know. Uh,
Agreed.
so yeah. But yeah, I think that's it from me.
Right. Same. Cheers, Space Time. Thank you for joining
Cheers,
us.
Space Time. Thank you for joining us. Love and appreciate you. Bye.
Bye.
All
Bye. Bye.
right. I do have to go now.